America's broken. We need structural solutions. And like last week, or actually 2 weeks ago, sorry, we talked about another structural solution, shrinking DC, giving most of it back to Maryland and having a core part of like the White House, Congress, and Supreme Court as District of Columbia and shrink DC in order to save America. It's about physically and symbolically shrinking DC. So a little bit more detail about term limits. Amendment 1, what is this all about? It clears out the career politicians who've been in DC for decades and really haven't accomplished that much. Brings in some new blood, fresh perspective, people willing to get things done and work together, not just stay in Washington forever and enrich themselves. It'll also remove the permanent political class, these revolving door politicians, lobbyists, contributors on cable news that are benefiting from the dysfunction. And here's just a side note. Even though I am probably independent, right of center, I totally disagree with the argument that conservatives make about, government dysfunction is built into the Constitution. We want gridlock. I think we want government to be thoughtful, but we don't want to be completely dysfunctional and broken as it is right now. So what's the Second Amendment to fix the government shutdown problem? The Balanced Budget Amendment. First, it will eliminate the shutdown leverage. Budgets have to pass, period. End of story. No, showing up in front of the cameras and talking about this point or that point. Just pass the budget. It also stops passing unlimited debt onto the next generation. We're going to spend about, $1 trillion this year, more than the national defense budget, on interest on the debt. It's just insane. And the fact that we have to keep talking about this. Balanced Budget Amendment will fix the government shutdown problem, and it'll force us to rethink our priorities in America. What can the federal government pay for, and what should they be paying for? So why is our approach on this show a little bit different? I think it's because we're optimistic about solutions. We're not just talking about problems and complaining here, right? We're thoughtful about the implementation, try to bridge build across parties, not just blame it on one side or the other.